One. All right. We are live. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Young Lee Jr. Welcome to another podcast here. Very excited with my boy Nolan Owens, man. We went all the way back from high school, man. Our high school days in Farmington Hills, Michigan, brother. And
Hmm.
we were supposed to do this on March 20th, but now, I'm glad that I'm able to sit down with you and talk to you about some various things, man, and just update us on your life. So, without further ado, man, just introduce yourself to the folks out here, if you don't mind.
Yeah. I'm man, yeah, I'm Nolan. If
Mm-hmm.
anybody don't know, um, like Rodney said, we've been knowing each other since Harrison,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, bit of a shy guy, kind of an introvert, you
Mm-hmm.
know. Um, yeah, man. I mean, I don't know what else about me. I like music. From
Okay.
Michigan, from
Mm-hmm.
Michigan or whatever. You know, uh, graduated high school, everything, and from there, man, it's just pretty much been like, just life, man, after that, you know, just
Okay.
kind of
Okay.
kind of finding out who I am after that.
And I'm glad you brought that up. Finding yourself. So going through high school and everything. I know you made like major changes. So did you have plans in like pursuing like college, or did you have like a set plan what you want to do after high school?
Nah, I didn't, man. I wasn't really there. Really, I was still kind of like thinking about some things, kind of, I had going eternal, that I
Okay.
was still dealing with. So I was caught about a lot of things about life at the time, like still kind of understanding how things and people work. So like I wasn't thinking about like college or nothing like that for some reason. But I
Oh.
went, I went for what's Specs Howard, I didn't go long. Um and I went to OCC
Mm-hmm.
for a little bit. And it just wasn't for me, man. It just wasn't for me. So from that point on, just started like picking up a job, working, just still trying to kind of get in touch of like what I want out of life, like what I really want to do, like instead of like how people like feel like peer pressure, like to do things because everybody like think that that's the thing they should do, or the most traditional things. But
Mm-hmm.
you know, um, for the most part, I like music, bro. I've been really like studying that and kind of I haven't been playing as much, because I'm just kind of like trying to balance so much. But that's everything in a nutshell, man. I'm a gamer too. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, so
That's
um,
cool. Like, if you don't mind me asking, so as far as the music, are you pursuing like just rap or gospel rap?
nah, I mean, just piano stuff, man. And
Oh, okay. I haven't seen you on the piano playing the keys, man. You've been pretty good with that so far.
yeah, I made one video, it's on my Facebook, but I haven't really made anything else. I made other videos, but I kind of deleted them because I didn't really like them. And I'm like,
Right.
I'm dealing with that phase. Like, what if they don't really like it? Blah blah. But
Yeah.
I haven't really been consistent playing like I used to. But
Hmm.
for the most
Okay.
part, man, for the most part, man, I'm still like passionate about it. I still study and everything. So, I
Okay.
still try to stay somewhat consistent at it, even if I'm not playing. So you're gonna. I guess I could say you'll hear something soon.
Okay. I'm looking forward to that, man. It's more self-taught. And that's interesting. I used to play instrument as well, string bass back in high school. I don't even remember I used to be in orchestra. So I had Mr. Schroeder at the time. He was leading the choir at Harrison. So you know how Harrison is, like the music program used to go everywhere across the like every time we had a concert, man, I used to do my schoolwork and help him get ready for a concert. So y'all know how that music is, and it's interesting. I love it because I remember ninth, 10th grade, I had concert orchestra and stuff. That was like our first hour class, and it was a good boost of the day. So I know how powerful music is, man. That's amazing. Keep that up. You never know, Nolan. Like get into a lot of beliefs and stuff. You never know, man. You might be interested. You might be real good enough to play the piano for a church or an organ. That's how people get their
Yeah,
start.
yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Definitely, man. Definitely. I mean, definitely, man. I mean, because I want to play music for God too. Because that's what I believe in. And like we was having this talk. If you're a human being out there, understand this and listen to this. You gotta
Right.
stand for something out here. You
True.
gotta you gotta stand for something. Like you can't just be out here just like, oh, it's about me, what I like, and then what my life. You gotta believe, stand for something. Even if we all don't believe in the same thing, something, you know, like you feel what I'm saying?
It has to keep you in the same mind because I know we had a discussion, over the phone a couple nights ago, and I appreciate too that we had this open dialogue about the word, man, because I was not
Yeah,
expecting that, but it's just like how I'm happy and blessed that the Holy Spirit was able to use us, you know, to
yeah,
to to spread this because you was not only I was ministering to you, but you was ministering to me, despite we had our issues. You know how that
yeah,
works.
yeah,
So
yeah, 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 yeah.
what you say,
It's
that's valid, man. So let me ask you this too, man. So you always been a believer in God? Like, do you feel like your faith has increased after high school, or that this has been like this your whole life?
nah, I jumped on board when I was like 13, 14,
Okay,
because I went through a situation. Actually, no, I'm sorry. No, I was like 15, 16.
okay,
And I went through a situation in life where I kind of like really needed some real guidance and some real answers.
mhm,
Like when I was dealing with the law, I was facing the law and everything, and I was like, I'm gonna try God out. Like I hear about Jesus all the time. God, like that's our creator. I'm gonna pray and I'm gonna try it out. If it works, and then I'm gonna stick with it. So, I said in prayer, I'm like, you just get me out of this court thing. I'll keep looking for you. I'll keep seeking you. Like I'll read. So like I went there, I got out, so I'm gonna keep my word. Like so I just started seeking them, and like
mhm.
it's a lot more than that. I can go on from there.
Oh, if you can, that'll be good, brother. Um,
Yeah. Oh, hmm
that's good, man. And have you thought about well, have you ever been like a member of a church? Like, have you went on like mission trips or anything, helping out the community?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've done that.
Okay.
Um, and it's a good thing, man. Because it's all a part of part of the walk.
Mhm.
It's all a part of the faith you have. Like if you believe in something, you gotta do. You gotta do things that like say you believe in that.
Okay. And that's interesting too, because action speaks louder than words. I know we was talking about it's easy to somebody say, you believe in Christ, but are you willing to do the work that He has done? Like just getting disciples and ministering to people, man. Like whenever you feel like it or not, and just having that strong discipline, and that's what we need to do some more as believers. I mean, especially like pandemics, not only just like this, but anything, man, in general. We can't get too comfortable because I remember we touched down on that. When things are going to go, we're like, okay, we don't need them anymore. And then when things are not going in there into our favor, now we want to run and pray and be like, okay, and blame God, like, God, please help us, in this situation. So that's sort of like a relation to the children of Israel when they were doing, So I,
Yeah,
yeah, and it was just a really good thing, man. It's just us having this conversation, man, because people are depressed. People go through so many things, and like I read so many people like in the articles. You got young people, man. What's your take on this? You got like young people like age of 12, 15 years old committing suicide. That's crazy,
yeah,
man.
yeah. I mean, and oh man, see now yo, Rodney, we're touching on something now.
Yeah.
So, so, man, that's all jokes aside. That's that's a serious thing, bro.
Hmm.
That's a serious thing. That's suicide, bro. And it's really all in the mind, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's all in the mind, and but I think it's our job, like as believers, and at times, you know, I'm guilty of this too. I get selfish, and like sometimes I don't go out and minister or do things like I know I'm supposed to, you know. But the people need that. You know what I'm saying? People need Christ. You know what I'm saying? Christ want to reach out to them. So if it's like the way me and you like, you know, have our open dialogue about the word, you know, they
Hmm.
need it too, because you know the word say, you know, um, whose mind is on me is in perfect peace. So the only way you can have perfect peace is if your mind is on, you know, what the word is saying, like having this open dialogue about the word. That's the only way you having. That's the only way your mind can really stay at peace, even like regardless everything that's going on in life. You know, like I know what I believe in. I know what the word say about this. I know no matter how hard it get in my life, I'm standing on what the word say. You know, God said if I do this and that, you know. So that's just that, you know.
And that's and that's good too, man, because because I know people like we depend on so many things like for our livelihood. We discussed too, like corporations and to take care of us, and so many people are getting furloughed. You got people right now that's essential workers out here are not getting hazard
Mhm.
pay. You got people making more money on unemployment. So, and that means it's very hard for businesses that are open right now to encourage their workers to come back home because they like come back to work. 'Cause they looking like, well, I'm making more money just at home. Like then I'm actually working at the place. I'm not going to jeopardize my health. And I'm just saying, like, this is something crazy, man, that's been going on here. And as we
Yeah.
get deep into the word, it kind of reveals a lot of these things that's going to happen. So my question to you is, Nolan, like, do you think is I know probably God has nothing to do with this COVID stuff, but I will say is this because of the serious events that's happening right now, I
Yeah.
believe that this is a sign like, okay, as Christians, we really gotta, help each other out. We really gotta move forward. Like we gotta, this is gonna be a testing in our faith to many years to come.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. So so what you saying? Like what you
Well,
asking?
basically, just basically saying like, is it the stuff that we're going through, it's just like the coming of times, basically. Like, how can we prepare for this? Like, is it
I
going to get
mean,
yeah,
yeah, I believe so. I mean, because you know, according to what the word say, you know, these are the things that Christ spoke of about the end time, how things and people was gonna be, and like,
right?
you know, and everything that's going on is lining up. I mean, it's like, if you read, you know, you would know, you know.
Hmm.
But you know, it's nothing for the believers to worry about. You know, it's more so like it's a celebration for us. It's like,
Mm,
you know, because it's like that's what we want. At the end game, we all want to know our Creator. We want to know where we came from. We want to be with Him at the end of the day. That's what it's all about. And you know, you know, we want to be like in tune with our families and friends, but you want to be in tune also, most importantly, you know, your Creator. You want to like have that relationship. You know that time. You know.
exactly.
So, um, but yeah, I mean, from how everything looking, I mean, yeah, it's looking like it. But like I said, it's a peace of mind for us.
Hmm. I truly agree with that. Yeah, it is interesting though, like how we can easily just get comfortable and just stuff dramatically just happen, and and I just really feel like in life, we really like, and the Bible says you got to be a shining light, onto this world, and there's no good to it if we just hide it, like we just do the normal things, don't share our faith to one another and stuff like that, man. We just keep it to ourselves. It's like, what good is it? And that's the things that I kind of learned during this whole thing, this whole sheltering
Yeah,
thing. I mean, I'm not saying be like an advocate, but at the same time, man, you gotta be a voice for the people. Like John the Baptist did. You gotta kind of like, to speak this truth out here. But I think a lot of people may be ashamed of like the consequences that may, occur because of that.
Um, you know, and it's good you brought that up.
Mhm.
That's a good topic. You're right. As believers, we are supposed to be the voice. And
Mhm.
you know, um, and John was a voice. They said the word said John was in the wilderness
Right.
in Jordan. He was in Jordan. The people was coming out to him. And it's something, man. It's something because we are, like you say, that's our job too. And even when we have open dialogue, we want to have the same dialogue with people.
Yes.
Like, phone battery. Um, but that's something, man. That's something you say that, like, because they need it. The world need it. The world need it. It's, and I'm guilty of this, bro. I get, selfish sometimes. Like, I'm like, maybe not right now. I want to do things
Mhm.
like that, but in reality, it's a bad thing. It's like to think that way. It's like it's a good thing. You don't want to be fruitless. You don't want to just be a person that talk about it.
Right.
You want to be able to
Right.
do it.
Right.
That's why, and that's why the word says, don't just be a hearer, be a doer too.
Mhm.
You know? And also, you know, and I said this a while ago, like it's like living right too, because people can see through you. They can see like if you're really living it and you're not.
Right.
And so you always want to make sure you kind of got, like the word say, your flesh. You want to make sure you're in subjection with the word. You always got the word on your mind. You're praying. You always having like as we have open dialogue about it. Just keeping your mind consistently on it.
True.
So you can be led to do those things, like or like the word say, be ready to have an answer for those who ask you about the faith,
True.
that you stand for. The word says that. So
Yes. Study to make yourself approve. Yes. And
yeah,
and that's good too, because like no, because what I know is because I know you probably have a similar challenge as well. Is that sometimes you feel like you're the only one that's like taking the faith a lot serious than other people. So your conversations is going to be different, and then they're going to be looking at you weird. And then, it'd be kind of awkward. Like, man, dang, I'm not the only one that believes it. So then you kind of, if
yeah.
you're not strong enough, you get kind of like discouraged. Don't read it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
Oh, they Nolan, you're muted.
Yeah, you hear me?
Okay, yeah. Now I can hear you now.
Yeah. But yeah, what you asking? So, what were you
No,
saying?
oh, so basically, I was just saying, like, yeah, man, it could be. It's a challenge. I noticed. I'm just saying, like, as Christians, sometimes, like, we don't. You may sometimes feel like you're the only ones, like, especially in your circle, that kind of take your faith a lot serious, and the conversations be different, and then it just be kind of awkward at times. That can kind of lead to discouragement. People like, man, should I really, read this and
Oh,
stuff? I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
what you mean? Oh, wait, say that again. Say that again. Maybe I
So
lost you.
basically, like yeah. So basically, how sometimes like you just feel like, dang, it's like it's any other people that really take the faith serious just as I do.
Uh, yeah,
Then you
yeah,
feel
yeah,
kind of like, yeah. So it kind of feel out of place sometimes.
yeah. You do, man.
Yeah.
And again, like I say, it's not a bad thing. And it's nothing I feel ashamed about. I mean, I don't. Look, man. People are gonna say things about you, bro. Whether you doing really good in life or bad. So you really don't have no room for anything. You know what I'm saying? But
Hmm.
the way I look at it, like we all are here, we all have our own rights. Our rights to stand and believe on what we want.
Hmm.
and there's nothing to feel ashamed about. You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't hate you because you believe in that. You know, it's not. It shouldn't be a war. You know what I'm saying?
True.
But like Christ said, they should be able to see through your. They should know you by your fruits. You should know them by their fruits. You know, that's how we should be known is by our fruits. What we do, what we say,
Right.
and I don't always do the right thing, bro. You know, I don't. You know, I don't. And so at times, it's like I had them me times to kind of like check myself. Like
True.
thinking, what I'm saying? Like think how I before I want to tell anybody about anything. You know,
That's good. That's good. That's
you know,
good. And
and
so,
like and like
I was going to ask too, Nolan. Now you say you're still trying to find like a church home and everything. Um, After this,
um
yeah, how's that coming along so far? I mean, I know there's a lot of churches are closed, but
um I already I I got a home, bro. I just haven't been there. Just like I told you, just because a lot of like outside things getting to me and like things I didn't understand about, the ministry and church too that I wanted to kind of like, so I had a lot going on that kind of pulled me away,
okay,
so it's not like I'll never go back. I do need to go back. But, no, I'm not looking for any home.
okay,
It's just all about maturity, man. That's all it is, Rodney. It's all about maturity. I'm still maturing.
mm-hmm,
You know, came like a long way from where I used to be, you know.
mm-hmm.
So it's all about maturity, man. It's
That's
really on me. It's really on me why I'm not in the home right now. So
okay. And then during that midst of the time, you're like you see, you're reading scriptures, you still educating yourself on the Bible and try to apply it into your life.
yeah, yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
Okay.
You still want to be still, like I say, if you believe in something, you still want to stay consistent at, you
Right.
still just because I'm not, in Sunday service doesn't mean I'm not gonna have my devotion time because at the end of the day, it's a relationship, bro.
Right. Right.
Like it's like, look, man. Let me talk. Let me see now that see now I'm in my little radio mode now.
Oh, there
See,
you go. Okay, let's hear it.
so look, man. It's like y'all, everybody be talking about love, and it's been love been talked about a lot, especially in 2020. These last 3 or 4 years, I feel
You're right.
like love is really, really, really like a topic of discussion. Like people need to cover, man. Let me tell y'all something. It's like a relationship. Y'all all been in love before, right? I know you've been in love before.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm about to say, have you? But
Yes. Yeah.
it's like when if y'all ever been in love, it's like y'all gotta like y'all want to know the person. Y'all want to know everything about the person, what
Yeah.
they like. Y'all always want to be with the person, thinking about the person. It's like, oh, they didn't text me right away, or they didn't call me back right away. Like, it's everything about that person you just in love with. You just even if y'all break up, it's something that's gonna pull you back, bro. Like,
Mm.
and you like you never want to be away from that person. You never want to, you know. It's like you really, really love that person, like, and like you want the best. You want to do everything you can. You want to, what I'm saying. You want to make sure, like, no matter how bad their day is, or at every moment what their mood is, you care about all that, bro. You know,
Yeah.
like
That's
things
deep.
they like. You know. Oh, go ahead, man. Share something. I mean, because I'm making a point. It's all going somewhere.
It's
It's all
making
going.
yeah, man. That's deep though because man, and we said this before, bro. Like once you accept Christ as your personal Lord and Savior, man, we on the battlefield. It's not going to be
Yeah.
easy. I'm not saying life is going to be terrible, but it's going to be some trials and tribulations that you're going to have to go through. And I just feel like that some Christians, when you go through a financial struggle, you go through some divorce, or you go through laying off, or somebody died in the family and everything. if your faith is still turning away from God because you're going through those sad things, and the Bible
Yeah.
says, whoever endures to the end shall be saved, and like don't there's gonna be people at the time, Revelation is gonna turn away from their faith and all that type of stuff and giving in to the demonic system. It's that, we have to continuously to still be encouraged and still be that shining light though, because at the end of the day, we on this earth temporary. Everything that you
Yeah.
do on this earth is going to be accounted for once you get it up to heaven. And so we like, yeah, it sucks that you're where we're going through, but the Lord will always provide for us. And I just feel like if we get that inside our mind, I think that it would be a lot. I think our love for Christ will be even stronger. Like we won't even this world. We won't even depend on. We're not supposed to depend on it. And I think like this whole COVID stuff and a whole bunch of stuff that been going on. It's a huge reset. And I just like I'm just bringing in. I'm just pretty much adding to the fact. I was just like how you brought that up. Far as like it's like a relationship. You have to study. You have to read. You have to. That's the best way to communicate. Praying. Interceding. Those type of things, man. You know.
Hmm.
And that's
Oh
like
yeah.
growing. It's like growing the faith. That's what I've been learning. Little things like that.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me grab my charger. Phone
Okay,
died.
no
Phone
problem.
died. Oh man. Gotta hurry up. Just a just a little brief intermission. You know.
Yeah, brief intermission. Thank you everybody for tuning in. I appreciate this. For Nolan. It's his first time doing this, man. He's doing a great job, and I'm gonna get him hear more on this show as life continues on.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I appreciate him taking time out of his day to do this, man. It takes a lot to be up here and talk, man. You know.
Yeah. Well, right, man. This is like I told you before, man. This is a good thing you're doing, man. Like
Yeah.
this is a good thing, bro. Because like I said, especially for the introverts, man. Because
Oh yeah.
introverts, man. Introverts, we people like we want to stay to ourselves, but
Yes.
what I'm saying. At times, we still want to be able to like express ourselves and talk. Have somewhere to talk or a platform. That's why I said I would think about starting myself a podcast. Like, but
Hmm.
we gonna let time take its place. And I'm supporting the show, man. I'm here with you, Rodney. I'm
Thank you,
supporting
man.
the show.
I really,
You
I
know?
really appreciate that, man. Because I got to be a voice of the people. Because I'm introverted as well, but I understand like it's just so much that's been going on in this world, and I kind of want to express in my opinions and it's people out here
Mhm.
that still need to hear this. At the end of the day, I still feel like the Lord can use me as a vessel. And it's just interesting enough, man. Like regardless of our personality and everything, bro, like we still have ability to actually to be that leader, be that leader for God's kingdom, man. And that's pretty much what it's all about, you know. And like people like you and other people that's listening, man. We're gonna continue to move forward, man, and help those that are in need. So this is pretty much my way of helping and engaging people in the community. I mean, it's amazing. Like I have some people that talk to me about my YouTube channel, they like it and stuff like that. And sometimes I'll be thinking,
Yeah.
people actually be listening to me, so it gives me good
Well,
encouragement.
well, you know what, bro? when it all boils down to it, bro, you're a leader, man. And
Yeah.
I'm glad you brought up that word leader. I mean, man, I'm a leader. You're a
Mhm.
leader, bro.
Yep.
And it's like I feel like leaders are people who they're not afraid to tell the truth or like have open just discussion about touchy topics.
Yeah.
Just say what they say what they feel. They say what's on their heart, bro.
Mhm.
They stand up for something. So, um, but I'm learning. I'm still learning about leadership. I'm still learning, bro.
That's
Because
good. That's good. Well, let me ask you this, Nolan. Do you read like besides the Bible? Do you read any other books, like self-development books on your own?
yeah, like I read little like things like far as like how to make like money work for you, like building things, like trading things.
Okay.
Like I read. not like books, but like little stuff on the internet.
Oh,
Curious about how little things work. You know what I'm saying?
okay, okay.
Trying to like I guess you can say strengthening the mind. You know.
Right, right. That's kind of how I started, because I was reading a lot of self help the books, man. When I was looking, where I was working at Little Caesars at one time, it was
Yeah.
trying to find like how to make money, how to do certain things, man. But it's good, man. It's really a good thing, man. Always continuously, no matter what you go through, as I title this, keep pursuing that mission. It's just like God gave us a mission. No matter, I feel like you're born on this earth, you have something, you have a obligation, you have a duty to complete, until God calls you home. And that's what that mission is. And so as men, especially as black men, we have to search that, because if we don't have that, if we don't know what we're here for, then that's when you're going to start giving into the flesh of the spirit and all that stuff. That's when Satan has the ability to manipulate you.
Yeah.
So I look at the Bible as a guide, though, you know.
Yeah. It really is, man, because we don't really know the days of our lives out here. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Only God know our time, bro, our end and our beginning.
Hmm.
And like I told you in the Old Testament, Jeremiah, he told Jeremiah, before I formed you in your mother's belly, I knew you. And he's
Right.
speaking to everybody. I mean, he know all of us before we got out. So it's like it's good to know that. It's good to want to keep knowing more about it.
Exactly, exactly. And and that's what I was starting to understand too, man. It's more than just being religious and just doing the normal things, but I feel like, like I said, just that mission that God given us, that's all we have to accomplish, man. I feel like, that's all that matters, regardless if you're rich or not, man. Because remember, we talked about the worldly standards, what they want you to have, what they want you to do, what they think, what provides you as a man, like to have a whole bunch of women on the side. That's the worldly standards. Have a Hollywood type Madison Avenue type of lifestyle. That's the worldly view. That's the all the contamination of the flesh, though. But they don't teach you
Mhm.
living in his works, spreading the word, fruits of your labor, going through trials and tribulations every single day, but still overcoming. They don't talk about those things, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
it's really interesting though, like how, like, I was reading the word, it transforms your mind, like it says in book of Romans 12, so
yeah,
yeah, we have to be transformed, man. We have to be the renewal of our mind, seriously. And when it comes to Christ's word, and I think that the ills of this world shouldn't phase us, but it should strengthen us to the point that, okay, we know what we're dealing with.
yeah. And I mean, that's it's such a real thing because it's really so much out here, so much temptation out here to throw you off.
Hmm.
So I mean, especially like being like young, you know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Being a youngin out here, you're trying to get a grip on the world. Like it's a
Oh
lot of
yeah,
temptation, bro.
yeah.
And you got to go somewhere to get some type of guidance, man. I
Hmm.
mean, I guess that's what kind of scared me, like when I was younger. Like, what's the end game after all this? Like.
Right, right, right. And let me ask you this too, Nolan. So, um, have you had a lot of friends come and go in your life? Like, yeah, they went
Yeah,
different paths and stuff. Okay.
yeah, and hmm I mean, I guess that's life, bro. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Like, you're gonna have people that come in and out of your life, or people who are really not, you know, beneficial to the journey. You know,
Okay.
and you gotta know. That's why I feel like that's why it's important to know what you want. You gotta know what you want out here, and you gotta know your limitations. I mean, you gotta know
Mm.
your limitations, bro.
Okay. Yeah.
So, yeah, man. I mean, I think the ones that left out was the ones that need to leave. The ones I have. Hold on one second.
Hmm.
ones that's supposed to be with you, I feel like they're gonna still be with you.
True. Okay, 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 okay. Now, no, I did not. No, I did not know this, Nolan. No, like me, no, going to school with you and everything. I did not know you was an introvert. I really thought you was an extrovert going going through high school. For
Man, I was man, I would say like I was like a dude of like many masks, and
okay,
yeah,
yeah,
I had so many masks on because I was so many guys. I was the shy guy.
yeah,
I was I felt like I was a cool guy. I was like, the romantic guy because I had relationships, and
yeah.
then I was like, I don't want to talk to anybody. I only had like maybe two two or three good friends in there, bro.
Okay.
Like, and then me and my brother, we kicked it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man. I mean, I guess I don't know, dude. I don't even know. That's crazy. I guess yeah, you're right. Cause thinking how I was, I didn't really come off as an introvert, but I still was, bro. I knew I was. You
Yeah,
know.
he was just funny, man. It's crap, bro. I was like, dang. But I remember one time, I think he was with Chris or something. I don't know. It was maybe Denzel. I think he used to hang out with Denzel sometimes. So because he was on the track team, he was at he was doing hurdles and everything. So we was I think we was at North Farmington, and this was like my
Yeah.
last track meet my senior year. I think it was at the regionals. You was there. It was hot that day too. You was there, and I finished the meet and stuff. And you talked to me. You was like, "All right, bro. All right, this ain't the end. You know, continue to do track in college and all that stuff." I remember you saying that. You know, that was just interesting. I was like, "Dang, Nolan." I was like, "Nolan, you here?" But I think you put this there like. Cause you be popping out of nowhere. It's just be funny to me, man.
I mean, I'm just, you know what, man? Really, bro. I'm just okay. I'm a socially weird dude. I'm a socially
Yeah.
weird dude. Man. Because it's like it's so weird. It's so weird. I'm a socially weird dude, and it's not a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like at times I want to be bothered. At times I don't. I mean, that's what any introvert though. At
Yeah,
times,
exactly.
they really need their alone time. Then it's like, but yeah. I mean, I'm a socially weird dude, man. Sometimes it's like I gotta feel a vibe. We gotta have something in common. I got something about the conversation I gotta feed off of.
Yeah. Okay. And you pretty much just you just link up who you can link up with. Then that's cool, man. Um.
Or things in mutual. Things we got like I may see you on the court. 'Cause I was on the court. I was on
Yeah.
I was on
Yeah.
my high school basketball team. Just to
Hmm.
let everybody know. Um,
Did
but
you play?
huh?
Did you play for Harrison, or you just played?
I played for Harrison, but I had quit the team, man. You know,
Okay.
cause I know you think about it now, it's funny, but look, it's a long story. I told you like I was somewhere else, bro. I was somewhere else.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
I was,
That basketball team there was very biased. I mean, we actually had some decent people on the team, but they just wasn't recruiting them. Like I remember Andre, dude from Middle Eastern kid, man.
yeah.
He was real good, and they they didn't they didn't pick him because he wasn't popular in school. I was just like, yeah, it's just a lot of politics in there. I
Man,
don't know.
I don't know. It was a bunch of politics. Harrison, but
Yeah.
I got one cool legendary moment I want to share with everybody. Like
Hmm.
everybody, perk your ears up. 'Cause this is like like one of my like I don't know. I guess you could say one of the most defining moments of my youth. I think everybody have those moments, but this was a defining moment when I was on the basketball team. Like the team used to always say little stuff about me because I wasn't like the best player at the time. Like
Hmm.
my my MJ skills wasn't kicking at the time. I was, you know,
Yeah.
but so the team will say little stuff. When you ain't the best player, team say stuff about you. So one
Yeah.
time we was at practice. Practice about to end, so the coach normally pick a guy who like shoot a free throw. If you make the free throw, we all leave. But if you miss it, uh, you stay and we do suicides.
Mm.
So like I got picked, like so you know. Of course, everybody's saying something, so
That's
they're
like,
like,
oh
"Oh, you know."
man, you're right.
So I'm like, so I hear one dude like, get ready to do suicides. Like, so like I get on the free throw line. So I shot the ball and I
Hmm.
made it. I made it, bro. And like everybody was like real shocked. And like,
Yeah.
but I feel like that was a defining moment. You know what I'm saying?
That's,
Because I
you know,
just,
I'm glad you brought that up, man. Cause like, well, that's good, man. Defining moments, man. Cause I remember when I did track and field, obviously. So coming out high school, people didn't really think I was really athletic, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I got on there,
mm,
and I used to run with Marcus Reed, and we had I remember we had our first medal, man. The OAA division medal, man. I still have that to this day. It's him over my grandmother's house on my jacket, my Letterman jacket, and I was just like, hey,
okay,
I'm gonna win a medal this year. I'm gonna win a medal. And then, I just went in, we came in first place. I think it was, no, I'm sorry, was it third place? It was third place. So it was the bronze out of like 10 teams, something like that, man. So it was the top three. And it was just a defining moment, man. I was like, wow, like we did it, that's why all this hard working. And I remember Coach Hugh was our track coach. He used to say, hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard, you know. So even though you have talent, yeah, you might get it faster than other people, but you still got to develop your skills. Even if you don't have talent, you're still able to achieve. You just have to work a little harder. And you
right,
know,
right.
that's what gave me. That's what gave me the strength to carry out in life. You know, and
Mhm.
when I won, I was just like, wow. And that's when people want to take you serious and everything. Like, oh, I didn't know you was good. People judging people. Booking their cover. They just judging you. That was like, oh man. So I'm glad you made that free throw, man. And people start respecting you. It's just funny how that is, though. Like it's like you gotta show people, like that's what I'm made of.
You know what? That's funny you say that because
Yeah.
I felt like something something like I went home feeling like the man. I was like, yeah, I shut everybody mouth, blah blah. I was feeling so cool at the time. So, but I kind of realized like maybe when I get older, it's gonna be like other times like this, challenging moments like this. I have to go through in life, you know.
Yeah.
So, you know, definitely a bunch of life lessons out of that, man. You know.
That's good, man. So no, what's the future for you? Like, what are you planning on trying to do now, as far as like I guess when all this is over, COVID stuff.
Um, man, I just want to be, I want to have a home.
Okay, on a
I'm working
homeowner.
toward that, owning a home. You know, finding me a beautiful person, a beautiful wife to have.
Okay.
Everybody around me getting relationships, and I'm the only dude. Like, and I'm like my a buddy of mine. He just like he just jumped in. He just had got this new relationship with this new chick, and it was just like, man, like
Hmm.
I need, and I want somebody, but that'll come when it comes, when the
Yeah.
time is right. Um, dude, I just I want to be definitely want my relationship with God to be at a good thing. Definitely want to be an upright and standing man. You know what I'm saying? No matter how bad the world get.
Got you.
So um, I don't know, man. I don't know why I always find those questions so hard when people ask me stuff like that. Like,
Hmm.
what's your what's your end game, or what's your like
It's just
career goals, or
like, it's
I don't
hard
know
for
why.
me too. Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like I don't know
Mhm.
why. I know the question is so straight and direct, but I
Yeah.
find it like hard to answer.
It
I don't know
is.
why.
Well, and, I believe you got a, you gave a great answer, and it will come, And like I said, our Father, you pray for it, and then He knows what you want, what type of woman you want. Actually, to be specific too. Someone that's righteous, that loves God and that's willing to build with you, and that's the most important thing,
Mhm.
And He will listen to you, and
Right, right, right.
in the meantime, just continue to grow with him. Read, study, communicate
Oh
with him.
yeah.
He would take you. He would take care of you. And like those things of the world, it will come. Remember, we said but first seek His kingdom and pursue righteousness. All those things will be given to you. You know.
Yeah.
And look at this too, Nolan. Even if it doesn't happen, you will
Right.
still get into heaven, and God will reward you. You get what I'm saying? That's
Hmm.
marriage, and all this trinkets of this world is the icing of the cake of the world. You know what I'm saying? It's not. It's cool to have, but it's not mandatory. You get what I'm saying? What's mandatory
Right.
is saving as many souls as possible while we're here on this earth. I feel like.
Right. Right. Right.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'm glad you said that because on a deeper level, or like in my heart, I'm okay. You know what? The stuff that I said I wanted, them are vain things.
Right.
They're vain. Like then it's nothing like marriage, um, having a house. Like that's like kind of like fleshly stuff. Like
Yeah.
but I mean, ultimately, bro, I just want my relationship with Christ to be, where it needs to be. Because after all this over, bro, we got to answer to somebody,
Yeah.
whether you believe it or not. You know, we gotta. The word say we got to give an account. So ultimately, that's you know what I want, and I feel like me knowing that and saying that, like I guess wherever I'm led to be, he gonna put me. You know,
Exactly.
so.
Exactly. So no, did you have like any mentors growing up, or like any like type of father figures?
Yeah, yeah. I had, um, my mom, you know,
Okay.
my brothers,
Okay.
um, mm, my sisters, and I had mentors, but I guess I was learning how to be a decent person, bro. Like
Okay.
I, I know how it feels to like have identity crisis, like
Yes.
have um be in a state of mind where you just kind of like don't. People say this about you, people say that, and you wonder like, dang, what's wrong with me, blah blah. You're trying to figure out, or are they just tripping, or is this is just who I am? All that
Right.
insecurities. I've been there, bro. That was one of my main struggles in my earlier, like teenage years and stuff. You know, so dang, bro, that's a real thing.
Yeah, because that's the epitome, that's the foundation of everything. I feel like as a man, especially here in America, as a black man, we have. I was just thinking about this. I was on my way home, and I was thinking like, it's we have a different viewpoint in life, like far as like black men in America than other race of people, man. You see like the killings that have been going on, with the Ahmaud Arbery situation, gentleman that was jogging in the neighborhood got killed. You know what I'm saying? It's just little simple stuff like that. You think about Trayvon Martin, you think about just all this stuff, man. And you're like, damn, man, like it's like we like behind enemy lines at times, man. And like the only thing we have is each other. We should be the last people just going against each other, man. So, and I know you read the news and watch it and stuff like that, man. This crime that be going on in the black community, man. That really just like gives me passion to like, dang, I want to do something.
Well, I mean, kind of go back to what you said earlier. We got to be the light, bro.
Yeah.
No matter what, time is valuable, bro. Our time here means something.
Hmm.
From when you're a child to when you get old, everything you do in your life, believe me, it's being accounted and it
Yeah.
means something. You know, in that time frame. So, I feel like, you know, it's something, bro. Because when you kind of like look around, you kind of realize you can see people hurt.
Right.
You can see like you can see like they need Christ. They need Christ for their mental. Like they need him. And I mean, you can tell like you can see people going through stuff and like you want to be. It's like in your heart you kind of broken. It's like you want to be some type of help or inspiration. You know,
Hmm.
and man, that's something, man. Um, that's
Yeah.
something, man, right?
Well, yeah, and the reason I was discussing that's because that's what kept me going. That's what keeps me going. 'Cause I know there's somebody out there that needs this, and
Mm,
like I said, it takes a lot of courage, man, to put yourself out here and talk about this stuff, man. This stuff is not popular, but it needs to be said. You know,
mm,
I mean, we try to get like representation, try to get some politicians to talk about these things, but at the end of the day, man, I feel like we as the people we hold the true weight, and we know what's going on in our community. So, and I just want to be that person to like go ahead and like, hey, man, like let's make some changes, bro. Like for the next generation,
yeah.
all that stuff, man. As far as like equal rights in the justice system, little things like that, man. Just the wealth gap that goes on. There's many things, man. I feel like it's a lot of obstacles that you have to go through as a man here, but that's all. That's all what is part of it, man. But our faith in Christ, I think that's going to really help us continue to move forward on things, man. You know,
Oh yeah.
and that's it.
Um.
So, yep.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's no doubt, bro. That's no doubt. And like I said, man, I love it, man. I love the conversation, the talk. It's good to know like you got like another person that you can share the same topic about.
Hmm.
Or y'all it's definitely believing in the same thing. That's how we keep each other encouraged. Or as you said, like as the word say, like iron sharpening iron. Um,
Yes.
so but man, man, oh man, man, oh man. So what about you, man? What about you? What's how are I know I asked you earlier, but I ask you again for the
Okay.
people. Um, how are you handling your creativity? Like I know you are a service member for us and everything.
Right. Yeah. So like.
How you handling behind balancing all that your life,
Mhm.
this
Well,
quarantine and stuff.
yeah, man. It's like I said, just being in communication with family and stuff. The good thing is I don't have to worry about it too much financially, but emotionally, spiritually, it was a little draining because I was like, dang, man, like it's because the stuff I be hearing on the news and stuff like that, man, other people, it was kind of sad and some family members and everything, but
Mm,
it's being furloughed and all that type of stuff, but. I mean, I've just been handling it like this, just being consistent with my channel, man, and talking to people like you and my mentor who was in the army. I've been talking to him a lot. He'd be putting me on a lot of things, man. Um, Man, shout out to him, man. He helped me out a lot. And I just stay in my lane, man. And it's been one time, because this was why I was so happy. Maybe the spirit led you to call me a couple days ago because I wasn't feeling doubtful or down, but I was just feeling like, dang, like I just need to be somewhere. My faith need to be increased and to be strong, you know. And sometimes you feel alone out here, when it comes to that spiritual.
yeah.
Yeah, man. So I just been reading scriptures a little bit, try to do a chapter a day.
Mhm.
And just self-educating myself on things, man. That's pretty much about it. Like been saving money. You know, that's about it. Just hanging with people, my girlfriend and her, and we've been doing really good. That's about it, man. So, but
Yeah.
yeah, man, just trying to pretty much reaffirm my place in this on this earth, man.
um. Yeah, and I mean, it sounds like you're happy, man. Are you happy?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, as you can say, yeah, I am, man. But it's always, I'm not where I want to be, but I'm better than I was before, and I'm
Yeah.
taking one day at a time. Like my mentor said, he said, take one day at a time. Just keep building. It's like when you save money, you take
Mhm.
you see a penny on the ground. It may not be much, but it's something. And you come across a penny like almost every single day. You keep pulling up, and piling up. Next, you know, it's gonna turn to dollars. So that's kind of how I take it.
Mhm. Oh yeah, oh yeah, and I say that too, man. When people say how you doing, what's up? Oh, one day at a time, one day at
Yes,
a
you got to, man, because
time.
I'll be having a plan, because like planning on like doing certain things, study. I went to not Barnes and Noble, Books a Million. It's like a Barnes and Nobles. Bought some accounting books, so I teach myself accounting, little stuff like that. Learn how to do a balance sheet, because for businesses and everything. So just
Yeah,
constantly being that mindset of just like improving my mind and learning. It's good to what I noticed this too, Nolan. It's good to be physically strong. I mean, working out is cool, but your mental and your spiritual, I feel like, is more important than your physical.
that's true.
You know what I'm saying? You can be physically strong but spiritually weak. Like, what's the like what's the point of that? So
Yeah. Oh no, no,
yeah.
yeah. That's true, man. And I mean, you benefit more spiritually and mentally strong than physically, really,
Mm-hmm.
because it's just more insight. You just have so much more insight on
Mm-hmm.
how to deal with things, or things that you approach out here. Because it seems like every day is a battle.
Oh
Every
yeah.
day is something. It's always
Yes.
something that just like throw you off. It's always going to be something that's going to try to get you in bad spirits. And you
Mm-hmm.
always, like I always say, I try to keep myself. If I'm not reading uh, my Bible, I'm listening to the audio. Or
Right.
I'm talking. Saying the word out loud. Just try to keep myself at a place of peace, because man, there's so much out here that will get you up out of here, man. There's so
Yes.
much.
It is.
Like,
I mean, I like I said, man. It was interesting. I think last couple years ago, it was a brother, man, that I met at Ramshorn in Southfield, man. That 24-hour one, and I was
yeah,
talking to him. And he worked there and everything. He was a waiter, and he was real cool to me, man. I mean, I didn't know him. I was just, he just talked to me. I was like, hey, because I guess my energy and everything. And we talked. We had a good conversation, all this type of stuff, man. And the crazy thing too, is that we had the same birthdays, bro. December 26th,
hmm
man. That was crazy. So, that was around back in October of 2017, I want to say. And around 2018, January 1st, man, he was killed, man. He was actually a rapper, and I guess he got into it with somebody. They killed him outside the studio, man, and I would never believe that. I was like, I just met this young man. A few months later, he was killed on New Year's. I was just like, wow. And he was like, I think he was at the time he was about like 26 years old.
yeah,
It's just
yeah,
sad. I was just like, wow, man. You just never know where your time. And me and you talking, we was talking just like this, man.
yeah.
Whoa, that's crazy, man. Life is you never know, man. It's like that, man. And like you said, we all
Oh
have
yeah,
somebody.
oh yeah. I mean, you don't, bro. You don't know, and I mean, that's why like you say, one day at a time, bro. I
Yeah.
mean, because uh, you're really not promised tomorrow, or I know we may, as human beings, we make plans for like next week or next month, but you really don't know how long you're gonna be here to kind of make that type of call. So you just
That's true.
hmm but that is something though, man. That's crazy. Um, and it's heartbreaking. Especially when you just spoke to a person. That's something.
Yeah, it was, man. And I couldn't believe he was on his way up too. He was singing. He was like a Drake. He was influenced by Drake, man. He was rapping and singing. He was really, really very talented, man. And he was climbing up, and he was a very humble guy, man. I mean, he went through some things. Like I say, he was locked up for weed possession, but he changed his life around. He grew up in Bloomfield Hills, all that stuff, bro. Like it was crazy, man. And it's just amazing to me. Like I didn't think his life was gonna be cut short just like that. But this is why you have to make the most out of every single day. I truly believe that. You know.
Yeah, I mean that's man.
Yeah.
But I've always, I believe in like, every day putting in effort, trying to be the best you can be.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to be the best you can be, trying to appreciate your days.
Right.
Um, like you said, you kind of look up things like with your finances and
Mm-hmm.
all that. Like you just do little things to kind of keep your mind going, keep yourself busy.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I mean, that type of stuff, and like as well as other type of thoughts come, and that stuff can kind of bring you down, man. Like for real, you know.
It sure can.
But
Yeah,
man,
and yeah, and I was just yeah, I'm very happy you doing okay, Nolan. So like I said, you got my personal number and everything, so you can hit me up and everything if you want to talk about some type of we got a daily devotion, all that type of stuff, man. Because this is
yeah,
yeah, this is just the beginning. So this is what the point of this platform is for you to people to discuss their thoughts and ideas, and we just have a conversation. I gotta see where people are coming from, and that's the
right.
everybody has different influences and experiences. And the good thing is, like I said, we went to the same high school together, and we went all different paths. And it's good that I'm glad you still moving, still doing good. I've been seeing you with your Facebook posts and you on the piano. I was like, oh, okay. Like he learned up a
Yeah,
skill, a trade. That can go a long way, man. I was like, okay, you know,
yeah.
you'll be
Oh
surprised
yeah, you got to.
with people who has piano skills, man. That's good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not Beethoven or nobody,
Yeah.
I'm like this. I'm on my way, man.
Yeah, yeah, yes, yeah. So did you bought a keyboard or something? At
Yeah,
or okay.
yeah, I bought one. It's all a part of the investment. I bought a keyboard and just some books and stuff, and
Okay.
you know, I use my books on YouTube for references. So,
Okay.
um, like I said, everybody be hearing something soon. I know I keep saying that, but I'm gonna do it because actually my keyboard kind of was going out a little. Is going out a little bit. Like I left it above the AC, like how cool air and stuff be coming down. It's like an electric, so it's like
Yeah.
it kind of damaged it a little bit. So you know, so that's kind of like another setback a little bit. But
Oh yeah, it is. It is.
just stay tuned.
Okay, yeah, man, because I'm definitely going to share that. I just want to shout out to the chat. Shout out to Prolific Tactics, just DeAndre, brother. Non-sore zones like looks like a nice day where that bro is sitting, fresh air. It do. That fresh air is important, man.
Man, I'm telling you.
Man, that is good though, man. I'm really happy to do this interview, man. Because I got to get you on here more. I really do, man.
Yeah, 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 man. We got a lot more to cover too, man. Like, it's
Yes.
been a bunch of stuff happening, man.
Yeah, man. And like I said, you keeping your head up and everything, man. Because that's what it's all about. It's easy to get discouraged, and that's why I say that's what Satan wants us to do: get discouraged, and so he can, his whole purpose is seek, kill, and destroy, man. That's all he wanted to do. And we
Yeah,
we gotta resist them, so we can't give into these temptations and all this stuff, bro. Like the ills of the world. We can't, so we in the world, but what I'm saying, not of the world.
right, right, right.
So
Yeah,
yeah, this is what we have to do. So we gotta stay tuned to that task in hand that God has given us. And I think
yeah.
everything will work out this way. So it's so important, man. It's so important, bro. You know.
It is, man. It is. It is though. Now I wasn't cutting you off.
Yeah, because I was about to say, what's more like this? I think another question I was going to ask, like, so what's more like a routine for you, like a morning routine, like Like you pray in the morning and stuff like that, and you go and like read scriptures, like far as your
Uh, you
spiritual.
know, honestly, it's not. I really don't have a routine.
Okay.
But for the most part, yeah, every day. Like some mornings, I'm up reading, or I definitely get up and I thank God or whatever for allowing me to see the day, see the sun.
Okay. Okay.
Because you go to sleep, you never know when you're waking up. You got to think about that. You got
True.
to be appreciative. You got to be appreciative of the light.
Right. Exactly.
But
That's
yeah,
cool.
I thank God or whatever. Try to read my devotion throughout the day to kind of keep my mind on it. Um, and like I'll probably make me some breakfast, but it's not really a routine, because the routine is something you do like consecutive
Right.
every day. Every point to point. So
True.
so
That's cool, man.
morning
That's cool. Yeah,
mornings be heavy.
well, my big suggestion is too is for you to the document and journal. The reason I brought that up, it was a gentleman that's sort of like you. He's on YouTube, but he journal everything. Like he writes everything that be going on through his day or what he been thinking of, and he keep that on account and keep it
Yeah,
progressive. Yeah, that helps out a lot too. You know.
yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Yeah, I've been thinking like that, man. I guess sometimes I got to be patient with it, do, but I be like my mind be like everywhere. My thoughts be coming everywhere. So it's like I want jotting that down. Like,
Right.
let me make this make sense, because
Right.
I'm thinking about so much. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yes. Yes.
But no doubt, no doubt.
But that's cool, man. So yeah, you gave me inspiration, man. I'm gonna continue to move forward, man. You continue to move forward. They said, let's keep in contact, man. Let's keep this moving. And like I said, we can't leave any soldier behind, bro. We all fighting this spiritual war.
Um, yeah, and it's you can best believe it is a war, bro.
Yeah, yeah. It it, it,
So
it is, man. It is, bro. Time to break out that. Nah, so I was gonna say it's time to break out that George Foreman grill.
oh
It is nice outside. It's 90 degrees out over here, man, where I'm at in Georgia.
yeah, it's about the same.
About the same over there. Yeah, yeah. It's
Hmm.
crazy over
But
here.
man, so like I said, Rod, I'm glad you doing these interviews. Like, it's a
Oh
good
yeah.
thing. Um, you know, I don't know, man. I see the potential in all this.
Thanks, man.
Like,
I'll be trying,
uh,
man. Thank you.
I don't know if you're gonna do like the hopefully get like the Howard Stern or something, get the little booth and
Get my own show. Well, I mean,
or
shit,
like
man.
or like like any other podcast show. Not just not Howard Stern, but you know how they got the whole setup. Like, you trying to like do something like that and just
Right. Well, yeah. So eventually, I want to do a podcast. That's like a business to me. I would love to do that. What's up, BMT? That's my mentor, man. Shouts out to him. I really appreciate him. He's hardworking brother. Um, but yeah, man. So yeah, so basically, I just want to do this as more of a podcast, and like Joe Rogan and stuff he do, but morally, I just want to a safe platform for people, man. Just talk about whatever regardless of your political beliefs, everything. Like we talking, just having dialogue. You know, I don't even care if I don't make money from it. It's just the fact that I look at all of this as a journal to me.
yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, and like something that like somebody years from now can come back and watch these videos, and be like, get some inspiration, or my kids can understand like what I stood up for and all these things, man.
Yeah,
Because this is why if you want to do a YouTube channel, I encourage you to do that as well, man. But and also too, I do this for the most part, man. I want to really get involved in the community. I want to run for like a district. You know what I'm saying, like a state representative and stuff like that in the future. you know.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
Yeah. That's so that's pretty much it's all in a plan while I'm doing this, you know. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, and that seemed like something up your alley too. It's funny you say that, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Um, being more involved with people.
Mm-hmm.
So, you
Yeah,
know.
because I realized what's going on and everything, man. I'm really into like political things. If you watch my channel, I talk about the news and politics a lot. So that's pretty much up my alley and stuff. I really like that stuff and I just kind of understand the ills of the communities, the stuff that goes on here, and that's just like it's not so many people that's standing up and talking about these things, and it kind of
No.
that yeah.
Um, but man, there's so much out here, right? So much out here.
Mm-hmm.
And another conversation I wanted to cover is coming into manhood. Um,
You said what was that again?
another conversation I want to cover with you, maybe at a later time or
Oh.
whenever. It's the conversation coming into manhood, man.
Oh,
Like,
manhood. Oh, yeah. We can talk about that now. I mean, if you got time.
oh yeah, I mean, like coming into it, man. I mean,
Yeah.
look, man, for every dude out there that hear me, man, like y'all know it's a big deal. It's really a big deal. You know
Yes.
what I'm saying? And because you just your perspective of so much have just shifted, bro. Like
Hmm.
from what it once was, and like I feel like you take a lot of L's. Well, I don't know. I feel like you take a few L's coming into manhood, like you know, just really like operating out here, like understanding how things are, how people are, and you
Hmm.
having to make a decision for yourself, and your decisions start to mean more, like they
Right.
count much more. So I mean, and like
Well,
I say, like
let me ask
when
you
you
this.
have, yeah,
Like,
yeah,
let me ask you this, man, because see, now we cooking something, man. Because
yeah,
manhood, bro. So, let me start this. So, we got different experiences. So, in
all
high
right,
school, I'm asking you for this. In high school, bro, did you feel
okay,
when you're in high school, you just don't really care too much. I mean, it depends where you came from, but you didn't have to really struggle too hard. Your parents took care of everything. Your parents cooked, clean. All you had to do was go to school, go to damn school, go to your extracurricular activities, hang with your girlfriend if you have one, and go home. That's all. It was nothing that
that was
hard.
it.
So, but now, once we get that diploma, what I'm saying, life started hitting, and you're like, dang, like I gotta get some skills. I gotta do something. Like, so
Yeah,
it really hits you when you like, dang, man, like life is starting to get a little tough. Like, I gotta start taking serious and change up my habits. So what
yeah, man.
yeah.
Oh, go ahead, go ahead.
No, I
You
was about
was,
to ask you, like, so when did you like did it hit you after high school when you had to really like, all right, I gotta be on my own now and figure things out?
yeah, man. Right after that graduation, it was like it was like all bets off the table, man. Like,
Yeah.
man, I really like I kind of learned about logistics, like the workforce, the auto the like assemblies and all that, like
Okay. Auto plant.
working in
Okay.
working in those plants. I learned about that, man. I got to work with the where they make the Air Force planes, the jets and the
Okay.
C-130s and all that. I
Yeah.
got to experience that and work around that. Like it was, man, it was cool. You know, that was cool.
Yeah. Well, and then you think it's challenging, right? Because you gotta yeah, financially you gotta keep yourself together. You gotta know how to pay bills, you gotta know how to budget, you know. I mean, I went through like days I couldn't pay my car note before. I was like, man, like, I can't eat out all the time. I can, I gotta go grocery shopping. It's more like, it's a little different, man. Saving up for an apartment. This is you be wishing like I wish somebody would have taught me this while I was in school, but now it's like you just thrown into it and it's like, dang, man, like you know,
Uh, it's you see that you see that thin line. You see a thin
yeah,
line. Like it what's so what's so funny about this is that the thin line always been there, right?
mm-hmm,
It's always been there. It's like, but when you approaching it, it's like, you feel me?
mm-hmm,
Like man, I'm talking about, when you really want something, like managing your bills, all that, like that.
yeah.
It's always been there, but you've been like coddled, so you never saw it.
Exactly. So,
You
and
know.
that's kind of was like when my parents were together for 20 some years, they divorced when I was 19. That's when I was like, dang, because you're so used to, growing up, your parents are giving you everything, doing stuff. Now it's like that's no longer happening.
Yeah,
It, it's like a little shock, culture shock. It's like, whoa, like, okay, this is weird now. Like, and that's
yeah,
when independence started kicking in though.
yeah. And I don't want to also make it seem like, I'm whining about it or anything. I mean, it's a good thing. I mean, it's actually a fun thing because it's challenges. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
should wanna. It's to see like what you made of out here. You know.
Right. Right.
So I guess sorry for all the brothers that lost their lives on the way.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Man, that's crazy. And then I can't. Sometimes it's annoying watching the news. I hate how they covering all this media stuff, dude. I hate how they
Yes.
covering all these very sensitive, fragile headliners and playing games with them.
Mm-hmm.
It's just crazy, man. Like it's so much. I like personally. I'm not big on like watching the news so much. You know what I'm saying? Because the news can have you depressed, bro, before you know it.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Yes.
So
Yes. That's why, and see, like the stuff that I do on this YouTube, I try my best not to really be on the news, but I have to because I got so many alerts, and then I got people messaging me about the news, like
yeah,
sending me articles every single day. Like, do a video about that. I'm like, okay, it's just
yeah. I mean,
reading and stuff. It does kind of mess your mood up, man.
for real. And sometimes it's hard. Like when you listen to it too much, it'd be like, well, dang, are you telling the truth, or is it? It sound like you said something else 3 days ago. And now
Right.
I mean, it's just, but I don't know. I mean, I get the whole informal and information thing about it. I get it, you know.
Man,
But
that's the crazy thing. But yeah, man, manhood is just challenging though. But it's all part of it, and being a provider, being a protector, being a leader, doing the God's word, that's all constitutes as being a man. Because I remember, sometimes I used to have a false definition of it. I used to think like, yeah,
mhm.
like cares of the world was it, if you have a certain amount of money, you was a man, that type of stuff, and that according to Christ, that doesn't mean anything.
No, it doesn't, bro.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. I mean, what Solomon said in Ecclesiastics in the Old Testament, he said like when he was, I forgot what chapter, but he was just talking about how so much is vanity. It was like vanity,
Yeah.
vanity, vanity. All is
Gone.
vanity.
Yeah.
It's like, what profit does a man have? He labor under the sun and collect the work of all his labor. I mean, it really Ecclesiastes really talks about life things, bro.
Yes.
That's why I like it. But it's yeah, I mean, it's just it's not bad to have. You just gotta understand, like, it doesn't make you who you are.
Right.
Gold chains and necklaces, and it's like, yeah, they nice to have, but it doesn't make you as a person.
It's
It's
true.
just not, you know.
Right.
So,
Right. Right. Right.
but yeah, man.
Truly agree with that, man. But yeah, man. Yep. Just keep moving forward, man. And I like how, like I said, something you in a good mindset right now. You don't sound defeated, bro. And just keep moving, man. I really appreciate you taking time, to talk to me and stuff. And like I said, you can talk to me anytime, man. Anything. Number won't change, be the same, and yeah, we can still move forward, bro. But that's pretty much been a big update with me. I got to get your other brothers on here, Chris, and see how what's going on with them.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. You know they I know they want to do it. You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
uh, I know Chris got something to talk about.
Oh yeah, I've been seeing the stuff he
Yeah,
be posting. I'm like, man, like,
yeah, yeah. Chris, yeah, and Denzel definitely.
yeah, Denzel. Yeah, I heard you got I think you got a baby and stuff. So yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm a young dog.
yeah, yeah.
But man, this is big for me, man, because I normally don't like, you know, I normally don't like do like little live videos and stuff like that. But I'm
Oh
like,
yeah,
sometimes you got to step out of the box, bro. But
oh yeah, you do.
and
Oh
like I
yeah.
said, I'm a nervous dude. It's weird because sometimes I'm not nervous, but I don't
Well, let
know.
me. Now
I
this.
think
I know I'm asking you a lot of questions, Nolan, but
nah, it's
okay.
cool, bro. You
Oh,
gotta that conversation.
thank you, man. I was about to ask you this, man. So do you think like your nervousness and stuff like that was kind of more of a, you think that kind of hinder you from opportunities in life?
Yeah, it did.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it did.
Oh,
Um, that's what I'm saying. Learning how to get a grip on life.
yeah.
Learning. Like I said, everything is in the Bible, bro. Everything you need to know is there for your direction. But at the time, it's like when you're going through those things that you never like been through before in your life, it's kind of like at the moment, you really don't know how to respond. It's like if a fire break out, and all of a sudden, or something like a car explode or something. You probably, if you never seen that before, you probably
Right.
in shock for the first
Right. Right.
seeing that. So it's just like just learning how to handle situations, how to deal with certain people, all that.
Okay. That makes sense,
So
bro. Okay. 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 Okay.
yeah, but I know we got so much to talk to, man. But this is just the break of the ice, man. We breaking
It
the
is.
ice.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is, man. And it's been a good day so far. Like I said, I gotta get ready for tomorrow and everything. I don't know who I'm gonna interview next. I'll figure that out. But yeah, man. I don't know if you subscribe to my channel.
Yeah, 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 definitely. Just send me the link in my inbox.
Messenger. All right, I got you. I seen you a video and stuff, and subscribe to me, man. But yeah, man. If anything you want me to talk about, like I'll talk about it and stuff like that. But yeah, I'll try to be consistent and upload about every single day. So
Mhm.
yeah, man. So, but yeah, man. This is good, man. This is Nolan Owens. This is not it's not gonna be his last interview. And
Nah, nah.
there's gonna be many more interviews coming out, man. I appreciate him doing this because when I was nervous talking on the camera when I first started, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I mean,
Yeah,
it's nerve wracking because you're like, dang, everybody listening. Like, am I gonna mess up? How do my voice sound?
yeah, yep, yeah. I know what you're saying, bro. It's like those well, natural insecurities you have.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to get people on here, man. It really is. But I appreciate you doing this, man. Um, it's a good thing. So
Hmm,
yeah,
hmm.
man. So I'm gonna go ahead and close, man. Like I said, you got my number. Hit me up anytime. I'm gonna send you the link so you can subscribe to my channel and share it to other people and stuff, brother.
All right, man. Yeah, yeah. I appreciate that, Rod.
Yeah.
And good luck with the podcast, man.
Thank you, man.
Really.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that, man. And you take care, brother.
All right, bro.
All right. Yep.